Welcome back. Inflation, top of mind for so many Americans and a lot of people looking for relief. We were talking before the break. It is so frustrating. So financial advisor Steve Buden here to talk with us about what to expect for our economy and how we can be prepared for it. Thanks for joining us.
Very welcome.
Okay, so we've been tracking prices on everything from groceries to gas, auto parts, everything in between. Some prices are rising, some prices are falling. Do you expect that inflation is cooling down anytime soon?
Yeah, we're seeing some numbers that show that it is decreasing just a little bit, but it's important to distinguish between deflation, when prices actually go down, and disinflation, when prices just don't go up as fast. And what we're seeing now is more disinflation. Prices just aren't going up as fast as they were a year ago, but they're still going up.
Still going up.
Yeah.
So once we start to see prices falling a little bit, do you expect we'll ever be where we were before, or is it just going to be not as high as we saw maybe last summer or, at the peak of inflation?
Yeah. It's hard to predict the future, obviously. I think, though, the disruptions that you saw 3 years ago with COVID, assuming that doesn't happen again, I think you'll see prices moderate. And one of the things about inflation is that we all use it differently. Somebody who's older may use more health care. Somebody who's younger, like yourself, may not use as much health care. You may use more technology, which prices are going down. So it's tough to make a general statement about what inflation is going to do based on everybody being different. But I think there's an old adage, nothing cures high prices like high prices. And if people stop using certain things, prices will go down. The challenge is there are certain things like food, energy that we use all the time that we really can't go without. Those are the areas I think can stay a little bit stickier for a longer period of time.
And we've been talking about it all week. We've been talking about the potential of the U.S. hitting its debt ceiling and defaulting. And with that comes a lot of fears about potential recession and our situation getting worse potentially. What do you see for that?
Yeah, I think the markets, more than anything, don't like uncertainty. So the more that these shenanigans go on in Washington, it will impact the markets, and it will ultimately impact how quickly or how slowly inflation does come down. A lot of this is interrelated, and the more uncertainty there is out there, producers may not produce as much. If they don't produce as much, prices tend to go up. So we really need these guys to get their act together sooner than later. Unfortunately, if I was a betting man, I'd say they'll take it down to the deadline, maybe even past the deadline before they have to take it seriously.
No one likes the uncertainty. So, for all of us who are trying to make our budgets, what's your best advice on just trying to make it through this uncertain time?
Yeah, if you're budgeting, I would plan for the worst and hope for the best. If you're expecting to spend X amount on food, energy, auto, transportation, budget high, and if it does come in underneath, you'll be pleasantly surprised and you'll have some extra money available.
There we go. That's what we all hope for. Anything else that you want to add that you think we're missing before we go to break?
No, I just think that this debt thing is really a unforced error. Like, this is an avoidable mistake that these guys could avoid. Like, negotiate, get it done, and let the economy improve. This is only a bad outcome if they don't solve it.
All right, Steve, thanks for your insight.